Ford Mondeo with a 2-litre engine in it, if you can see it. We've got a problem with this one with the cat. It's got the P0420. It's got a new cat. It's had 2 new cats and only one on this car. I mean, it had one, then had another new one, and it's had the oxygen sensors changed. And the problem we've got here is the front and the back oxygen sensor look exactly the same, and it does that even if I warm it up. Another thing I noticed, I haven't got the thing to show you now, but when I used the temperature probe, it was hotter nearer the engine than it was at the back of the cat. So that's an indication that there's nothing actually happening in the cat. But to rule everything else out, I'm going to check for an exhaust leak, and if there is one, I'll plug that up and then redo this test, see if that makes any difference first. But it already looks like there's no chemical reaction going on in the cat because the temperatures are hotter near the engine than at the back of the cat. So there's the smoke setup going in the exhaust. You can see where it's coming out over there. I'll get the light on for you. Ah, that's okay. You can see it coming out there. So I'm going to patch that up and see if it gets any better. It's sealed out the exhaust. It's not leaking at all now, but it's made no difference. You see they're both the same. So the green one is sensor 2, so that's one after the cat. It shouldn't be the same as the front one. I picked the revs up a little bit. It does change it a little bit, but they both kind of follow each other the same. It's too close. I'll just show you what I was talking about with the temperature before and after the cat using a probe. Now this, I was doing this underneath the car, but now I'm just going to show you against the heat shield. But under the car I wasn't on the heat shield, so what are we at there? 32. As I bring it closer, it goes hotter and hotter. 54. And it cools down as I go away to like 35. But when I'm actually on the cat, those temperatures are higher. But the point is, it should be hotter at the back, and if it's colder at the back, it's because there's no reaction taking place. So for whatever reason, the cats either don't work from new or they don't last, but I can't find any of the faults. That air leak at the back's fixed. The oxygen sensors are good, they're working okay. Coolant temperatures, everything's okay, so it's not running with a stuck cold thermostat all the time. I think it's just the cat at the back of there, it's no good. It's just how many do you go through before you figure out there's something else causing it, but in this case, it does seem to be just this. I can't find any other faults. It gets colder the further away I get. What I'm going to do is, I think the only thing left to do after seeing the test of the temperature at the end, the only thing I can do is put another cat on, but it's had 2. Had the original one, so it's had 3 I suppose if you include that. So it can't be the cat all the time. I know you can get these extenders that you put in the exhaust. I've never used one. I've seen them. And you put the oxygen sensor in there, and it's enough to keep the engine light out, or maybe enough to keep that out. But that's still no good if the car's going to fail MOT. The next time it gets an MOT, it needs the emissions to be right. So, has anyone had this problem before? Is this something you get? I can't see any obvious faults. There's no leaks now in there. Has anyone had it where the cats that we're fitting now are just no good? And you've put one on and you're lucky if it even works from new, or maybe gets through an MOT and then breaks after that. If anyone knows of known problems with it, if you could put in the comments. But I think he's happy to pay more for the cat. It's just that's what was fitted at the garage, and if it's not going to work, he just wants it to work properly. So I didn't want to put another cat on and it make no difference or go again. But I've never known 2 cats be faulty before, so anyway, thanks for watching.